Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. It's that time of the year where the leaves start to come out on the trees. I finished repotting the buckthorn this morning. I watered all my trees. It's a beautiful sunny day, so I thought, I might as well go check out some of these trees before they come into leaf. So this is one of the nicest broom style structures I've ever seen. It's an oak tree, and it's just beautiful, the upper canopy. Very flowing, graceful. Here is a look at the tree. It's got quite a large root base down here. It's a big tree. There's my hand. Well, I don't know. There's my foot beside it. Yeah, it's a big tree. If we look up, you can see how the canopy spreads out. It's a pretty amazing tree. Yeah, that's the structure I would love to get on my bonsai. A style just like that. I think it's one of the most beautiful forms of trees there is. It's just incredible. Here's an interesting row. It's amber maples and field maples, and they've been pruned by the city, and they're kind of a nice bonsai style. You can see that upright form. Yeah, very beautiful tree. There's a look at the root base. You can see it's nice and radial, good flare at the base of the tree, so that's what we're trying to get with our bonsai. It's also very typical on a maple to have many branches come out from the same spot on the trunk. It creates a bit of inverse taper, but for a maple, it's a natural style. Here's a nice red maple, and you can see how vertical the trunks are, and I really like that on this tree. Yeah, it's a really good upright form. Here's a really nice maple tree, kind of low and spreading. Yeah, that's a beautiful style. You don't see that much in a bonsai, unfortunately. Here's the root base on a giant oak tree. And you can see it's not very spreading. The roots kind of come down into the soil, but they're thick and mature. Really quite something. Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better root base than that. It's a big tree. Yeah, that oak tree has one of the best root bases I've ever seen. It's just amazing. Here's another root base on an oak tree. Really wide and spreading. A little more spreading than the other one. The roots kind of go a little more horizontal. Again, it's a giant tree. Beautiful branch structure up there. Here's a young tree, and you can see that the root spread is almost going horizontal. It's very, very wide for the diameter of the trunk. Here is a maple tree that breaks pretty well every bonsai rule, but it's a beautiful tree. I'd love to see a bonsai in this form. It's a maple, and it's got a fantastic root base. Let's go have a look at it. Here is a look at the root base on the tree. So it's got kind of a buttressed root here. Very interesting. It's long, tapered, deep channels between the roots. Yeah, quite a specimen tree. Very interesting root base. There is looking up at the tree. Nice branch structure, very chaotic. I think I'll go around and count the surface roots here. So we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So about 22 surface roots. So that's what I'm looking for in a maple bonsai, is this kind of a root structure. This is a really good example. Almost exaggerated, but it's really cool. Look at this hollow in here. It goes like really deep. It's amazing. Just amazing. For me, the rules in bonsai come from nature. If it exists in nature, it, then you can do it to your bonsai. Here's the base of a catalpa tree. So it's got a trunk or a branch that goes out very far, and the rest of the tree is a little more typical. But yeah, interesting. This lowest trunk here has been like that for over 25 years. Here's an interesting tree. It has a spiral trunk, which is pretty cool and rare to see. And this is a maple. Here's an interesting pine tree. I think it's an Austrian pine. And you can see all the bulges are where branches used to be, and they were pruned off, and that's resulting callus, I guess, or growth. Very unusual. Here's a young dawn redwood. It's just starting to get the nice trunk on it. Yeah, just beginning to become something great. There's the branch structure. Very straight and angular. Here's a London plane tree. So the interesting thing with these trees is they get these kind of rib trunks on them. You can see here how it's kind of sticks out. And they get this beautiful mottled bark. I've said it looks like camouflage, greens and tans. And as they get older, all the bark strips off and they're perfectly smooth. You can see that up top. It's blowing it around and all the bark, the loose bark's flaked off and they're just smooth. Kind of reminds me of a eucalyptus. There's that mottled texture on the roots down there. Some good reaching roots. Here's a really old maple. This is about as old as they get. After this kind of stage of their life, they start falling apart and dying off. Let's go look at the roots on it. Here's the root base on the tree. So you can see it's very ancient looking. There's decay. It's bulgy, exaggerated. It doesn't look like a young tree. And same with the trunk. It's very fluted. There's cracks in it where some of the branches are broken off. You can tell it's a hollow trunk. So this tree doesn't have too much longer to live. So maple bonsai, you know, I think they generally show the tree at its prime, not when it's old and ancient. When it's old and ancient, they start losing that graceful look. They become knobbly and not quite as attractive, but still, you know, very cool. Here's an old maple here, and you can see it's kind of split up the trunk and it's decaying. It's interesting, the features, but maybe, you know, not what you want as a bonsai. Here is a maple with a very wide spreading root base. Comes out all the way out to here. Yeah, for the diameter of the trunk, it's got quite a powerful looking root base. Very, very interesting. How it flows out like a melted candle. Over here is the elm with the rocket fin root or ribbon root. I've showed this before in a video long ago. Very unusual. I've very rarely seen this on a tree, especially here in Canada. Some of the tropical trees get like these type of roots, but check that out. Is that ever cool? Yeah, unusual to see ribbon roots. It would be really easy to get a cutting off this tree too. It's all these branches. It's just starting to come out into leaf. I'm always happy to see the gnarly old willow is still here, surviving another year. Peter Chan was standing right there. Yeah, probably the gnarliest willow I've ever seen. There's a look at all the gnarls on it, burls. Yeah, I'm sure one day I'll come out to see this tree and it'll be collapsed or toppled over. Looks like it'll survive another winter. Yeah, just an amazing tree. It's on the brink of the river here. Yeah, just amazing. The tree beside the ancient old willow is quite a specimen too. It's got, you know, beautiful trunk on it. Kind of cascading branches. It's a very, very tall tree and a good canopy on it. Here is one of the best root bases I've ever seen on a willow. It's just amazing. It's huge too. Absolutely huge. Check out the bark texture. It's just deeply furrowed. Yeah, it's an amazing tree. Such a beautiful day today. Here's a shot of the willows sitting in water. They probably love that water. Yeah, it's a really, really beautiful day today. Here's a good example of cathedral branches on a spruce. So if we go up, you can see these two branches here. The one goes vertical, making a tree all by itself. And the other one also, you can see it there. It swoops upwards and it's got its own crown. It's almost the same height as the tree. There's another cathedral branch right above it. Yeah, so eventually this tree will be kind of multi-crowns. Top will probably die and these will take over and it'll be a very interesting tree in the future. Here's a shot of the hickory tree that I got the nuts from. In spring, this tree is covered in yellow flowers. It's just an amazing tree. It has a very unique structure to it. So if I get a hickory tree growing, I'll try and duplicate this form. I'm going to finish off the tour of trees today with a dawn redwood, a more mature one. So the interesting thing about these dawn redwoods is that you can see how the veins of the trunk grow around the branches. And they kind of create these hollows. It's really, really cool. So I'm definitely going to keep the lower branches on my dawn redwood as I develop it. Yeah, a really nice trunk, and the tree is perfectly straight, and all the branches are, you know, fairly set at a constant angle. I'll show you a shot of it from the distance. There's a look at the tree, sort of diamond shaped. Kind of the apex is kind of on an angle. The bottom branches are all on angles. Yeah, so that's the kind of form I want on my dawn redwood as I develop it. Hopefully I can keep it small and miniature and get all these characteristics in the tree, but I really like all these lower branches emerging down low. It's really, really cool. That was a look at some of the interesting trees around the city. John Naka always said, you know, make your trees look like trees, not like bonsai. So I always find my inspiration from nature, and that's the style I try and copy. So that's all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.